again with the stringer and the shaved face. Boom!
I did a shitty job on the neck beard this morning, but the mustache was getting to the point where it was like doing like the curly thing, but it like instead of curling out, it'll curl in. It'll like curl into my mouth. And it sucks to like eat food and you're chewing on your like your coarse mustache hairs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, I do miss the mustache. But you know what? Honestly, shaving, it feels good. Like it feels especially nice with the summertime. It's like I feel like a young man. I apologize deeply because my voice probably still sounds kind of crappy. I've been sick like since Sunday. It's been like 4 or 5 days, but it's like over with. It's just lingering, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like everything's like almost done, but it's like just lingering around. Um,
Some congestion.
yeah, my nose is also like really dry, and I've been putting lotion on it. It feels gross. But dude, who cares, dude? We're killing it. We're crushing it. I haven't been to the gym in like a week
Yeah.
because I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to make sure that I didn't want to get anyone sick. So I honestly just was like, hey, let me stay away from the gym. I was gonna go in the sauna, but I don't know. With COVID and everything going on, I just didn't want to talk to someone, and they're like, why are you going to the gym sick? And I'm just like, whatever. I'll just wait it out. So today I'm going. I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna hit an upper session. We got
Nice.
T minus like 3 or 4 days till I go to the doctor. So I can't wait to get that blood work going. I'm gonna get my shoulder checked out, see how that's going, and then kind of go from there. I mean, we're still crushing it, guys. So just keep going at it. Oh, Roman, did you check my story yesterday?
I saw that you posted a shot from your like bodybuilding competition. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, my story on my regular page. So
No.
I, uh, I like this brand so much. It's called Duke Cannon. I got accepted. I'm a brand ambassador for Duke Cannon.
Wow.
Um, so it's unrelated to Gainz podcast, but since we have our own podcast, whatever. So if you guys want to check out like my personal profile on Instagram, uh, maybe I'll put it on Gainz podcast. I don't know, but hey, if you want to smell good, if you want to feel good, your skin feel clean, check out Duke Cannon. Use the code BB Antoine. Yeah, BB Antoine.
Nice.
Antoine. But pretty much, dude. So they're like the company. I don't know if you've seen them. They make the big. It's called Big Ass Brick of Soap.
Oh,
Actually,
oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. So the owner is like a veteran, and all like proceeds, like some of their proceeds go to like the veterans in the U.S. So you know when you buy something, a couple dollars or whatever percentage goes to the actual veterans to help them out. So you know what? I started using them. Their bars of soap actually last like I'd say like 2 3 months.
Okay.
And they have this like thing where it's like a tactical soap holder, and it's just like a scrubber and exfoliates the skin like really well. And it's awesome. So yeah, I'm excited. I just got like approved like last weekend, and I was like, damn, this is pretty cool. Honestly, I'm doing it so I can buy more of their products because all in all, I think I get like gift cards or like credit towards Duke Cannon. So I'm not really making any money. It's just like for me to keep buying their products, which, hey, if it helps me out, it helps me out. Like I don't really care, pretty much. Um,
How does the packaging come?
yeah, it just comes like honestly, it comes in like a big box. So they have like
Okay.
solid colognes. They have like shave aftershave cream, which I actually been using. It's like a menthol and a shea butter, and it feels nice on my face. That's why I love shaving again. But they have other things too. They have like liquid soap if people like liquid soap. They have like beard balm. They have hand repair, like if you're like a union worker or laborer or whatever you do for a living. But they got a lot of good stuff. Check them out. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there, Roman. I'm sorry to kind of
Hey,
intro that.
let's talk about it more like off air, maybe tomorrow, because I'll look into them because Laura and I have actually been trying to look for like a new brand because like Laura's big thing is like
And they use minimal products. Yeah. So like
yeah,
they're like the ingredients and everything. It's like
I
all
love
natural.
that. Yeah, because Laura's like, we'll get back to the podcast in a second, folks. I promise. Laura's like big goal recently, or it's like been getting like more and more, but and like I agree with her. She wants to have like reduced waste, so we've bought. I can't think of like the name of the companies, but they'll always come they'll come in like a cardboard box, and it'll just be like the bar of the soap, which is pretty cool, and it'll be like lavender, like saponified, like whatever, just like for the soap material. Like it's super simple ingredients, be like 5 ingredients or something like that. And like, some places.
Oh, it does come in cardboard. Yeah, it comes in a cardboard. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine because that's recyclable. But it's like she's trying to stay away from single-use plastics because like that's like the world around. It's like a goal of hers. So yeah, it's really cool. We'll have to look into them. Gainz Nation. Thanks for tuning in for episode 80, maybe? I'm not 100% positive. But today, we're talking to you about summer and fitness.
Oh, I wanted to show you how they look. I have a couple lying around. I bought a 4-pack. I'm using the Bay rum right now. Okay. So it has like a rum / like some summer flavor, I was going to say, but scent to it. I have a Budweiser one, but yeah, look at it like real quickly. Like look at how big this bar of soap is. It's like almost like it's like half the size of my face in length, and this is my hand. But yeah, they have a lot of like scents and stuff. I bought the bourbon and beer pack because I just love like alcohol and stuff. So it has like this one has like some Budweiser in it. I got a Bush one, Buffalo Trace bourbon. I've had this before already. This is my second time having it. It smells really nice. It's
Logan one.
Yeah, it's oak barrel with a bourbon sense to it. Yeah, it smells really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so nice. I have my scent back now. I'm smelling like everything. Like it's amazing. But anyways, did you intro what we're talking about today? I think I heard you say it.
Summer and fitness, folks.
Yeah, what the heck, dude? Is it almost summer yet? Are we almost in summer?
Yeah, 10 or 11 days, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I need to order some more shorts, and get ready for the summer. Also, side note, we might have a potential guest, Roman, that I didn't talk to you at off air. A coworker of ours. He competes in powerlifting in the 242 class. He walks around at 270. He's 6'3". He's a freaking monster. He's pulled 700 pounds. He's also a powerlifting and bodybuilding coach. So Roman, I will talk to you more offline about who that is and everything. But I'm excited. I found someone at our company that actually lifts, and he's a big powerlifter. And he's like my size, but he weighs like 50 or 60 pounds heavier than me. So maybe I should start weighing more and looking like a tank instead of looking like a small, fragile human being.
Johnny Candido actually had a video about that, kind of talked about recently about like.
Yes, I seen that.
Oh, you saw specificity.
Yeah.
Specificity in training. Okay, cool, nice.
Yeah, because he's trying to do the max on the PR on the pull-ups, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I follow, Roman.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Real quick aside before we jump in. Oh my god, half the episode is just gonna be us like shooting it. When you get a chance, check out Vegan Gainz debated Dr. Mike recently. Yesterday.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was actually really cool. It was really cool. Yeah.
Really? So is it on Vegan Gainz channel?
Yeah, it is. You can find it just YouTube Vegan Gainz Dr. Mike, and it should come up.
Yeah. But anyways, fitness in the summer, Roman. What's your idea around this, buddy? What did you want to talk about today?
So I want to talk about a few things. I want to touch upon hydration really quick. I want to touch about electrolytes, under hydration. Wanted to talk about. There you go. Is that Arizona iced tea, baby?
No, it's AHA. It's a sparkling water. It's a cucumber strawberry.
Is that like an Arizona thing?
No, they have it everywhere. I mean, we had it back home, but yeah, it's just flavored water, no calories. It just, yeah.
Nice. Sweet deal. I don't think I've seen that before.
It's there, buddy.
I might have to switch to a 0-calorie drink option, because I like to have like one soda a day. If I'll have a soda, I'll have one soda a day. And 140 calories isn't a lot, but weight is starting to tick back up, and I'm trying to maintain. So.
Yeah, they taste pretty good. There's no juice, just yeah.
Hell yeah, I love it, buddy. So wanted to chat with our listeners about hydration a little bit today. We'll cover electrolytes under that as well. When we're talking about summer and fitness, I wanted to discuss sunscreen. Make sure to wear your sunscreen, folks, and just talk about like overall just kind of like enjoying the beautiful weather in the northern hemisphere during the summer months. That was pretty much what was on my mind for summer and fitness. What about you?
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, Dr. James, I think I mentioned him before, but he does a really good job talking about like sunlight and hydration and everything. And so does Andrew Huberman. So also too, Roman, I'm gonna combat you and say don't wear your sunscreen all the time because some of that sun is good, but if you're staying, yeah, I'd say if you're staying out there for long periods of time, sunscreen's really good.
Yeah, I think the general rule of thumb that like at least I subscribe to is if you're gonna be in like solid sun, like not in the shade, yada yada,
Yeah.
but like solid sun, like being down on you for greater than 15 minutes, you should probably have sunscreen, sunblock on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different per person, so I won't throw out like an SPF number. I think the SPF that I use is usually pretty low. I typically do a pretty terrible job of like covering my full body. There will always be like one small spot like on my back where Laura will be like, "Oh, let me get it." I'm like, "No, it's good. I already like put on enough, because like I don't want to use too much like product or whatever, waste it." And I'll have like a little diamond on my like on my back that's like gets a little burnt. Just like, damn it. But I do my best. But yeah, I've heard 15 minutes is a general rule of thumb. That's something that I subscribe to. There's a lot of different factors like based off of geographical area. Like if you're in the northern part of like Canada, for example, in the middle of summer, probably not as like important, just because like the spectrum of light that's coming in is going to be significantly less intense as if like you're in the deepest southern part of Arizona, for example. It's going to be much more intense sunlight in the middle of the summer. So
Yeah.
15 minutes is my general rule of thumb that I use for that.
Yeah, and when I do like my 15-20 minute walks during like the workday, because it's like just over that 15-minute, maybe like sometimes it's 15 minutes and maybe sometimes like 20 minutes. I honestly don't put sunscreen on, but like I know that I'm only gonna be out there 15-20 minutes. But like, yeah, if you're sitting by the pool, if you're sitting at the beach, taking a longer walk, but like to Roman's point, I mean, because it's getting hotter and the sun's, getting a little bit more hotter in Arizona, even though we see sunlight like all year long, like pretty much typically, like right now UV index is 9, but most of the time it'll be like 9 or 10 throughout the day. So especially like someone like me, like I, back home in Chicago, I didn't really put too much sunscreen on because like, unless I was like outside all day, but like, honestly, like here, I've been more conscious about it, and overall, long run, I think your skin's gonna love you a little bit more. Honestly, and if you want to be more tan, I guess that's good and all, but it's probably not. It's gonna probably dry your skin in the long run, and you'll probably look like a leather face more or less with wrinkles.
I mean, the sunlight is like it's like radiation. So essentially, you get radiation poisoning, and that's like one of the like potential causations of skin cancer. So it's important to like protect your skin, but like in the same token, just like most things, like it like falls on like a spectrum. Whereas like you do need a certain like amount of sunlight to like hit your skin like unadulterated, so that you can help to stimulate like vitamin D production. But too much, then you get burnt. You can have like obviously like the negative side effects with like having like a skin burn, like if it's like just something small, you want to keep it moisturized. It can be like the next step up is like you'd have blisters and like potential scarring from that. And like even like above that, you can get sun poisoning. You can get so bad that like it can affect like your organs, and like I believe people have died from it before. Like it's not something to take like lightly. But yeah, just like use common sense, I think, and you should be fine.
Yeah, and also too, a nice thing about fitness in the summer, I with me being in Arizona, it's a little bit different because like all year round, like I'm able to go outside and kind of do things like whatever I want to, like whenever. But if you're if you're in the like Roman is saying, like northern hemisphere or like Midwest, East Coast, Northeast, or like Northwest, I know sometimes it's not the best all the time out there, anyways. But I think these are the times too where it's a good idea to get out of your fitness routine and try to do something else. I know when I was back home, like I would go like in the summertime, I would get into biking heavily. Like I would bike on my off days like every time. Like I wouldn't even walk. I would try to spend like 10 miles on the bike, 10, 15 miles, and and kind of do those activities because I think the summertime, I think when you have 4 seasons, I think that's the best time to kind of get out of your zone and kind of refresh and unplug, get into kayaking, get into running, get into hiking, getting to like basketball, flag football, soccer, whatever you enjoy and like to do on your side, because in the winter months, in the fall months, a lot of that time, you're probably just lifting and then maybe doing cardio on the machine or outside. But I think that's like a very good like goal for you too, to kind of get out of your comfort zone and kind of learn something, do a different sport, and then get out there as well.
Yes, sir. So we could, I think we belabored that point enough. 15 minutes, probably pretty good cutoff in most areas. Use common sense where it's most appropriate. Hydration, I want to chat about hydration a little bit, just because people are going to be sweating. People will be like losing electrolytes. So just touch upon that briefly. General rule of thumb is drink until your pee is like very light yellow color or clear. I judge it based off of like, if it's clear, then I know I'm decently hydrated. You can help keep yourself hydrated by maintaining adequate levels of electrolytes. If you have high blood pressure, you probably want to like consult your doctor about this, but nothing wrong with having like a salty snack. Pretzels comes to mind, for example. Obviously, like if you've got like celiacs or something, adjust accordingly, of course. But something salty, could be sodium, it could be like iodine, it could be like a potassium iodide or something like that as the salt that's added to your salty snack. But I think generally speaking, you want to have about a 2-to-1 ratio of potassium to sodium that you bring into your body. Potassium is pretty high. I can't think of the actual numbers right now. Maybe we'll have to make a post of it. But it's like pretty considerable. It's something like 11 or 12 like bananas worth of potassium in a day is what like the recommended amount is. It's quite considerable. And the interesting thing is, like, from what I understand, sodium potassium pumps, the way they function intracellularly is that it's like a 2-to-1 ratio of like 2 potassium molecules to 1 sodium molecule to be able to activate a pump to bring water into a cell to keep it hydrated. So that's why it's important to make sure that you keep your electrolytes high. Unfortunately, like there are some diets out there that like villainize having like snacks or treats or something like that. But I think if you use the metric of like looking at your pee, like how does your body feel like overall when you're hydrated, you just generally feel better. Like one sign of like dehydration, potential sign is like a headache, for example. You can couple that with like a darker urine color and you could potentially be dehydrated. One thing that I try to do to stay hydrated, People drink considerably more liquids if their liquids are chilled. So you can either buy ice, make ice, or if you have an ice maker, you just add some ice to your drink. Anytime you think about drinking, typically speaking, I believe you may be past the point of being like optimally hydrated. But anytime like you look at your like your water bottle or container of juice, for example, liquid, take a sip. You can gamify it a little bit. Little tricks like that I'll use throughout my day to keep myself hydrated. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, yeah, you know what? Honestly, and also too, like Roman said, like if you're healthy and you don't have any like current health issues, you know, don't be scared. Like I said, to follow like Dr. James on Instagram, but don't be scared to like throw some salt in your water. Get some Noon tablets. You know, drink maybe Powerade Zero, Gatorade Zero, because they actually have potassium and salt in like the those drinks. Honestly, like the other day, I mean, I told you I was sick, but I got a couple Powerades at Walmart, and they were like 70 cents, and they're like 32 ounces too. So, you know, if especially if you're you know if you're sick, you got to stay hydrated as much as possible. But to be honest, like in the morning, what I'll usually do to stay on track, I know Roman's a little bit different, but I've been kind of doing coffee an hour and a half or 2 hours after upon waking, you know, and trying to experiment with it and see how it works with me. But before I even have my cup of coffee, I'll throw down one of these bad boys, 32 ounce Camelback shaker or water bottle, whatever you want to call them. And I will pretty much I'll dump like 2 teaspoons, probably less. I can't. I just honestly just shake the salt shaker in there like twice, and then I'll do like a 0 calorie flavoring powder, and then I'll just throw that in there. It's probably not 0 calorie, but you know it's pretty much close to it. But I'll do that in the morning, and I'll drink one of those before I have a cup of coffee. Also, they say with like caffeine, it is like okay to like introduce like some sodium potassium with it too as well. I don't know what the effects are. I know I've heard it somewhere, but supposedly like they say it's probably pretty good to hydrate with coffee and like caffeine with like sodium and potassium. Have you seen any of that, Roman? Or